Everything you thought you knew about Meghan Markle's age has once again become the focus of online discussion. Each year around her birthday, social media users revisit old magazine articles, archived interviews, family comments, and historical records, prompting renewed questions about details that have long been publicly reported. But do these resurfacing materials genuinely challenge the established timeline, or do they simply illustrate how quickly speculation can spread when older content reappears? Yesterday, Meghan Markle celebrated her 45th birthday, a date that has been consistently reported by major news organizations and reflected in publicly available records. Almost immediately afterward, familiar debates resurfaced online. Internet users began revisiting decades-old publications, family interviews, and archived photographs, searching for details they believe may conflict with the widely accepted timeline. Much of this discussion is based on comments from relatives, former acquaintances, or historical media reports. Others point to yearbooks or magazine profiles that appear to present Meghan differently. However, none of these sources, taken individually, conclusively prove that the widely accepted birth date is incorrect. Instead, they highlight how different records, memories, and publications can occasionally conflict over time. One point frequently raised by commentators is that Meghan herself has rarely addressed these recurring online theories directly. Supporters argue there is little reason to respond to every rumor circulating on the internet, while critics believe a clear public statement could put the speculation to rest. Whether her silence carries any significance or simply reflects a decision not to engage remains a matter of interpretation rather than evidence. As researchers and online commentators compare books, interviews, legal documents, and published biographies, they occasionally identify small inconsistencies involving dates, ages, or timelines. In many cases, such differences may result from editorial mistakes, reporting errors, or ordinary human oversight. Others view these discrepancies as reasons for continued discussion. Importantly, none of these inconsistencies alone demonstrate that official records are inaccurate. Attention often shifts to Meghan's mother, Doria Ragland, because she is among the few individuals directly connected to the circumstances surrounding Meghan's birth. Some online commentators suggest that a statement from her could resolve the ongoing speculation. However, Doria has remained largely private over the years, and there is no public indication that she intends to comment on internet debates regarding her daughter's age. Another frequently referenced point involves a magazine profile published in March 1997. The article listed an age that some readers believe conflicts with the commonly accepted timeline. Others note that magazines occasionally contain editorial errors, particularly in celebrity profiles, and no independent evidence has emerged confirming that the published age was accurate rather than the result of a simple publishing mistake. As the discussion continues, various books, interviews, and family recollections are compared side by side. Some observers argue that certain dates appear inconsistent, while others believe the differences are relatively minor and can be explained by imperfect memories or reporting inaccuracies. Collectively, these examples help explain why the topic continues attracting attention, even though no definitive evidence has emerged to overturn the publicly reported birth date. Supporters of the established timeline maintain that official records and decades of consistent reporting remain the strongest available evidence. Critics, however, continue reviewing archived materials in search of possible contradictions. As a result, the debate centers less on verified facts than on differing interpretations of incomplete or occasionally conflicting historical sources. Some online discussions go even further by proposing alternative timelines that would significantly alter the sequence of events surrounding Meghan's early life. These theories suggest that accepting one disputed date could require re-examining several other well-known events. However, these scenarios remain speculative and have not been supported by credible documentary evidence. The widely accepted timeline states that Doria Ragland and Thomas Markle met in the late 1970s, married in December 1979, and welcomed Meghan in August 1981. Alternative theories dispute portions of this chronology, but none have been substantiated by official records that conclusively replace the established account. Throughout these discussions, Doria Ragland remains a central figure simply because of her direct connection to the events. Nevertheless, her decision not to publicly engage with recurring internet speculation should not, by itself, be interpreted as evidence supporting or disproving any specific claim. The conversation also expands into broader discussions about age within the entertainment industry. Meghan has previously spoken about Hollywood's emphasis on youth and the pressures many performers face regarding age. Some commentators believe those remarks provide context for the ongoing speculation, while others see them as general observations about the entertainment industry rather than statements about her own age. Ultimately, the renewed debate demonstrates how historical records, family recollections, archived publications, and online discussions can combine to create long-lasting controversies. Until credible new evidence emerges, the publicly reported birth date remains the accepted account, while alternative theories continue to exist primarily as topics of online speculation rather than established fact. In the end, this discussion may reveal less about Meghan Markle herself and more about the way information spreads in the modern era. Today, decades-old magazine articles, archived interviews, family recollections, and social media posts can be rediscovered within moments, allowing even minor inconsistencies to become the center of widespread public debate. A single headline, an old photograph, or an overlooked publication can generate thousands of conversations, each offering new interpretations without necessarily introducing new evidence. As these discussions expand, the distinction between verified information, personal opinion, and online speculation often becomes increasingly difficult to identify. For now, the publicly reported birth date continues to stand as the accepted account, supported by long-standing reporting and official records. At the same time, the recurring online debate serves as a reminder of why critical thinking remains essential whenever historical claims are revisited. Rather than relying on isolated documents or individual recollections, it is important to evaluate the reliability, context, and credibility of every source. Whether future evidence ultimately changes the conversation or simply reinforces what is already accepted remains uncertain. Until then, the discussion stands as another example of how, in the digital age, unanswered questions often attract more attention than definitive answers. And sometimes the biggest story is not the claim itself, but the reason it continues to capture public interest year after year.